Hello everybody and welcome back to the labs. I am Towsty and this is Modsauce episode 15, and by Modsauce I mean InfiniSauce. Alright. Well, I figured it out. The issue we were having with and not working with the fluid tubes before was actually because I forgot to put power. The ender tanks require power and I put the power tap down there, but I forgot to actually wire it up. So I've done that and we are getting loads of experience now, and I'm gonna stand here and let you guys watch my experience bar go down. And that's enough of that. Oh no! Oh, very no. Alright, so you learn something new every time you play. Don't throw your... whatever, I forget what mod this is, that gives you these. Don't throw them down. Possibly you could, but just don't do it while standing on this, because that... yeah, that was interesting, so... yeah. That completely crashed my client. Anywhooser, so... yeah, we've got a bunch of experience in there, and this barrel only holds like 200 and something buckets, and we've already got over 370,000 just from like the 10 levels at this current level that I'm at, because of what it did. So for the there we go, leg, come on. For those of you that don't know, there seems to be a bit of a bug between something and the magnet. The rare earth magnet, and it could be other magnets. I know for sure it's happening with the rare earth magnet as well. The bug being that it randomly sucks up experience sometimes, like just continuously in certain places. And so that's how we got to level 100 and something. I have not been hunting and doing things. It's just that's what's happened. So yeah. Let's just check on our power for a second. I haven't done that in a while. It seems to be going down. Why was it going down? It's struggling. Is it still? Oh, it might still be. I'm confused. We'll check on it in a little bit. All right. So that was that. Now what I want to do is I want to fix my ME controller situation. I want to make this at least a circle for now, and then I'll figure out a better design for it later. Just so we can have more options and then get to going on some auto crafting. Can we make these? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 I think I needed. Oh, that might be perfect. No, not even that many. Sweet. So I'm going to break this and break this and do 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so the way these work is you can't put them, have more than 2 sides connected to something, I think. So if I were to do that, yeah, it freaks out. So you can only have 2 sides connected to it. So my other thought for making this was to have like a bridge out and then have like connected diamonds. So we'll see if I can make that an option, but the diamond would loop out like this. Oop, can't really show you that, obviously. So that is plan B. So let me get some stuff together that I need for auto crafting and we'll be back. Alright, one of the things that's happening as a result of me needing to, I'm trying to get the infrastructure, come on, lag, server lag. Oh, the mining world is starting to slow down again. Alright guys, I'll be right back. Problem solved. Basically, as you can see, my TPS is back up to where it should be. The quarry was like stuck on a bugged out little baby puddle of water. And the quarry plus, I have the pump plus on it to pick up fluid so it doesn't fill my quarry hole with water. And it was just like stuck, and that was causing it to whip back and forth. And as soon as I put a block down on the little like baby puddle of water, server lag stopped. What was I doing? Oh yeah, so I was coming down here to do this for a couple of reasons. The main one right now being that this tesseract frame is not actually made into a tesseract yet. I need power up to process the processors. Yeah. How's that for meta? Yeah, I need power to process the processors. And oh, my frame rate. I have to give it a good like minute, it feels like, for the recording software to relax. That's driving me insane. So what I'm doing is the frame rate is just gonna have to take a backseat, so I can set up some power for my processor, my inscribers. They need to be powered. Can I see? Probably not, but okay. So we'll do 2, and we'll do power. All right, add that. No items, no fluids. Just sending energy. I don't know if there's still loss in a tesseract like there was in 1.5 and I think 1.6. This ain't where I need to be. This is where I'm going to put it. All right. And now we should be getting enough power for these to do their work. Yeah? Maybe? What on earth? Is it lagging again? Please tell me it's not lagging. No, it's not lagging. Why are you doing what you're supposed to? You have full energy. Oh, it's already done. That might be why. And then the other thing I did is, because I've got this set up here, that means that my tree farm is going to be powered all the time now, which I swapped this out for a resonant cache, which holds like 640,000 items. But maybe because of like the texture pack or something, it can't see it. And so you can't see the number that's in there, but that way my tree farm can keep on plugging away, and though I'll probably get most of it with my magnet, at least it has somewhere to go. And eventually I'll probably just plop it into my AE system, but I had some extra Endurium, and that meant resonant cache. Alright, let me finish this auto crafting thing that I've got in mind, and we'll... Oh, good. Alright, and we're back, and we've got the beginnings of what I want my auto crafting system to be. For now, I'm going to have this wall... right now behind this wall is the water like puddle with the water block with the crystal growth accelerators, and I've got these 3 crafting storage units here, so I may stack them, I may do something else with them. I'm not really sure how I'm going to expand this, but this is expandable really quite easily. And so I've also expanded our ME controller system a little bit, and that way I'm able to use different colored cables to separate out lines coming off of the controller. And so what'll happen is I'll actually make a what do they call it? The painter, like the paint roller from Applied Energistics, so I can mess around with cables and colors really easily, and just have it autocraft one color for me, or one like just a blank one. So yeah, it comes down here and it comes along, and that way these 3 are separate crafting processors. So that is the beginning. Next we need a next we need the auto crafting. Oh, there's my saw. Auto crafting thingamajiggies. So the molecular assemblers. 1, 2, sweet. And the pattern terminal, not quite. Do I have any of this stuff ready? I don't have the core on there. Oh, so close, so close, so close. Boom. 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 Now, pattern terminal. There we go. And so I think I have a cable facade. Yes. So now what I can do is I can go plop, pick this guy up, add another cable, and we have a wall with a pattern terminal. Oh yeah. So the pattern terminal is really similar to the crafting terminal, except you can put patterns in and store them to disks, which is awesome. So the first pattern I'm going to need, of course, is a blank pattern, which I don't think is required. Yeah, doesn't require a charged one. So I'm actually going to pull one out and then encode it with that. Boom. And then we need an interface. In your face! An interface. What would that be for? I don't know. Interface. There we go. So that is the first thing that I'm going to work with. So as my auto crafting system is over here, I'm going to use as many of these channels as I can. So eventually, there's just a regular Fluix cable down there, or smart cable. It's not a dense one yet. Eventually, I will need it to be a dense cable. And so I haven't quite decided how I'm going to do this. I'm going to tear up a bit of this back wall here. I think I can attach dense cables to the back of these. They'd be okay. So I'd like the dense cable to come all the way down and around, but I don't have that set up yet. This is too close. Don't know what I'm thinking. Oh, I think I broke a brick. Okay. So alright, so now I got that set up and I can put some of this wall back. Not before lighting it up some. I'm so sick and tired of hearing bats. It's driving me insane. So that's why I started to light everything up really well. So I'm going to have to find a better way of lighting up this room than torches, because they're stupid. So we take one of our molecular assemblers and we put it here, because it needs a channel, I believe. Maybe not. Either way, this interface does need a channel. And so for now, we'll just put one here. And the goal is to actually stack these systems. Like, I'll have another one here. And we'll just have interfaces all around the outside of them. So I actually need to go up another one. And that'll be where the second one will end up. So the first thing I'm going to do is auto-craft a bunch of interfaces to make this a possibility. So I may actually go up one more and do this, so that I can have one on the bottom. I'm really hoping that. Oh, I remember I said a while ago that there was like something weird was going on where I set up an import bus on my come to me. Well, I'll show you. Where I'd set up an import bus so that whenever this toggle bus turns on and powers all these, the import bus also takes a channel. And I said didn't seem to be working, but it does work. It was just being a little funny, I guess, because later I came back and it was working fine. So imagine that. I hear a bat. Where are you, buddy? Why do you chirp at me? Boy. Boop, 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 boop. All right. So anyways, I'm going to make a couple of patterns here and see if we can get this to auto-craft some stuff for us. Basically, I want to auto-craft an interface really quick. So I'll actually keep you around for that. First, make me some patterns. Let's make 10 patterns. I will be short glass. So quartz glass. Sand. Cobble. Wait, do I have any gravel? The crusher. So eventually I may need another slew of machines for, or at least I'm going to have to set something up, rearrange this a little bit so I can have auto crafting with these machines as well. That'll probably be what my secondaries are for. We will see. Boo, that's better. Glass. Oh boy. Quartz glass, please. Stop being stupid. Okay. So, let's try this again. Patterns. Let's make 10. Still short a couple quartz glass. Pattern 10. Boom, boom. If we come over here, ooh, that's okay. Good to know. So I don't think that the actual molecular assemblers require a channel, but I also don't know that they relay signal through them. So we'll work with that. I'll probably run a cable up the side and turn this into a facade so that looks a bit better. But yeah, that just did what it was supposed to, and now we should have 10 patterns. Boom. This will be pattern number 1. Oh yeah, I forgot I can't do that. I'm so used. I always have a fuzzy export bus on my auto crafting on the old Mac chambers, the molecular assembly chambers from AE1, and I would just shove my patterns back in the system, and it would put them in it for me. So I'm still used to doing that. It takes me a long time to get used to not doing. And let's see here. Let me fix my chair, which is a little rickety, a little creaky. These came from a roguelike that I'm coring out, if you're curious, the bricks there. First thing I need to autocraft is going to be an interface, which I'll need some annihilation cores for. Boom. And I don't mind using pure for this because it's more efficient, I guess. Oh, shoot. But I won't for these because I have so much quartz right now, and I may change that later. Now let's pull these back out. So if you're not familiar with AE2 and you don't know why I'm doing this, this is the new way of auto crafting, and you can only have as many recipe slots as there are on an interface on a single side to a molecular assembler chamber. So I'm making it so I can make a bunch of interfaces and just be prepared for a little while longer. Let's make us some cores. So there's that. And let's run on over here. And let's say we want 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5. I need 9 interfaces. Let's see if we have the stuff for that. Huzzah! Now, the reason I have 3 of these fancy looking guys over here is for each one of these. So the 4K, like the size that you see there in Wayla, is what allows you to do more complex jobs. So this goes up to 64K, and I'll swap these out eventually. But for now, this was quick and easy. And so it sort of fit my 4K theme, because eventually I'll swap those out. I don't know if I'll swap them out for 16 or 64 at the end of the day, but well, they'll be bigger. Not necessarily all the way to the 64, because I find that to be awesomely overpowered, and that's why I'm thinking about doing it, but not necessary. Not usually necessary. So that's why each of these, so each one does a different, can handle a different job. And that's why I want more than one, in case I need to do more than one job at a time. Whoops, my phone is still on again. I feel like that happens every episode. I never remember to turn it off. Alrighty. So let's fix this, shall we? Actually, I'm gonna need this here because man, keep my crafting flowers a bit more organized. You don't necessarily have to do this arrow thing, I just prefer to. Especially when there's multiple inventories touching different inventories, like these interfaces are. Let's get them all facing the right way. That one's good, and this one... What the? Real good, okay. So now we have lots of crafting. I had made 9 because I was going to put them along the back as well, but that's not actually going to be an option because one of these, because they have to have a cable, like they have to have a channel. Not a channel, they have to be connected via something. So here's what we're going to do. We're actually going to grab these two cables and grab this, turn on Magnet on real quick. And we're going to go up with it, which won't help that one at all. That's all right. And we'll do that, I think. I'm not sure. That should about cover everything except for the actual connection of these. So for that, we'll do this. Not the prettiest. There's probably a better way for me to do that and still have this sort of like visible flower, but until then, this is my auto crafting flower. I so named thee. Alright, so I got loads of auto crafting capacity now. The only thing I'm going to have to do is make some more interfaces and attach them to these guys, these bad boys, so that I can use them to smelt and crush and all that good stuff. I really only need about 3. Sorry. Yeah, so I was trying to turn the sound off on my phone and it took me a minute to figure out what I was doing. So yeah, so that I'll probably do next time. I think that's about all the time we have for today, and then some. And I have a T-Rex on my head now. Forgot to tell you that. Whoop. So I'll pretty that up a little bit and do some other things next time. We will get some more auto crafting going and try and make this place as overpowered as possible. Oh. Oh, there we go. All right. Until next time, guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. Let me know if you did. And if you remember last time, we discussed the possibility of having a dedicated server for playing with you guys and me and creating a little community there. And if you are interested in that or have any opinions on that, give me a shout. Leave it in the comment below, and we'll see what kind of discussion comes of that. Until next time, hang up your lab coats on the way out, and I will see you later. Deuces.